It's a justified complaint.
We are live. Does this guy have a Twitter? No. Whatever. Okie dokie. Do that. Do that. Close that. All right. Oh, I should have put. There we go. One of our real last comments was, Noah's a real one, not gonna lie.
Don't know what I did, but thanks.
It was on the Jeff Buckley album review.
Oh, because I was like the one who went the hardest for it. Makes sense.
Yeah. Amber liked our post on Twitter. Thanks, Amber.
Rawr.
Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to send you guys the gym link.
Can't open a piece of candy.
You can't open a piece of candy.
Oh, I got it.
We are
You
so
wouldn't
doomed.
tear.
So doomed. So doomed. So doomed. Brian from Family Guy. Give it a couple minutes. See if we get some peeps in here for The Glow Part 2. And we're 7 subs away from 700.
Yeah, from Ziggy Stardust.
Mm-hmm. By the way, the video is up. It did not get taken down, so W.
That's my man right there. My man Jeff Mangum.
Like he's aware of what's going on.
Good luck getting the fucking Beatles one uploaded. Holy shit.
Well, the editing's gonna make me suicidal.
Oh yeah.
All right. This over this.
You know what you should do?
What's that?
For some of the YouTube videos where you have to cut a lot of stuff out,
Yeah.
you should have a pre-recorded disclaimer at the start.
Oh, yeah. We should.
Then-
we should actually pre-record something about it and say, "Hey, fuckwads, this is
Yes,
Fuck,
people
bro,
give you less
that's-
shit for
Hey,
it.
polite.
hey, the idiots. This is not gonna go. We have to censor it for copyright if you actually want to be able to watch it. Sorry.
Yeah, because the Beatles are bitches.
Almost guarantee they block that.
I wouldn't be surprised if you have to cut out some songs entirely.
Oh, for sure. All right. How much longer you guys want to wait till we start? I didn't know they made a sequel to The Last Dragon. What?
I do.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about. J2 Sushi Laser, which is actually kind of a fire name. What's up, man?
Is there something about the Last Dragon called the Glow or something? What is the Last Dragon? I don't know what
I
the
don't
Last
know.
Dragon. Is it that like Disney Channel show
The Last
from like
Dragon.
2008 or something?
It is it's a comedy action movie. A young martial artist living in New York City.
Did he take his shirt off in the yard?
He does. Whatever happened to
Skin on his
Stone
shoulders
Rose's
golden?
review? Did it get copyrighted? So, the Stone Roses review is blocked in the UK, but only the UK, which is very unfortunate. But that is the actual sad truth of it. So, if you want to VPN to watch it anywhere, literally anywhere else, you can. But it is blocked in the UK because YouTube is a bunch of bitches.
It's blocked in the place that the most people will actually give a shit about it.
I don't know what to say, man. I can only do what I can do. Truly unfortunate. All right, let's get on with this. We got shit to do, and let's do it. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Three Idiots Talking podcast. We are here with our 650 sub goal video. Thank you guys for 650 subscribers. We are finally getting caught up on our subscriber goal videos. And right as we do, we're about to hit 700, so we're of course going to have to do that one soon as well. But you guys have been great. You've been blowing up the sub counts recently, so thank you so much for that. But 650 subscriber goal video album just happens to be The Glow Part 2 by a artist named The Microphones, who is no longer named The Microphones. His name is now Mount Erie, but when this album came out, he was The Microphones. This is a particularly sort of long album. The last two ones we've done has been a particularly sort of long album, but I'm going to let Cole just take it away. This is Cole's baby boy. So Cole, The Glow Part 2, what are we looking at here? Describe this album for me. Give us some details.
Well, there's quite a bit that goes on in this album. I suppose it's mostly an indie folk album, but it also has a lot of elements of like noise rock and experimental music and even a little bit of ambient and drone thrown in there for good measure, just to make me love it even more because it's awesome and Phil's a great guy. Yeah, it was released on 9/11, literally, weirdly enough, September 11th, 2001. But yeah, over the years, it has just become an absolute, I mean, under the radar as much as an album like this could be under the radar because it's like, it's not a well-known album, but the people who do know it absolutely fucking adore
Well,
it.
let's be honest. This is the album of like sites like Rate Your Music and Reddit sites that they just go hard for this album. They love this
This is a
shit.
huge music nerd album.
Yes.
It is. For some, it is the indie album to end all indie albums.
Which is why we titled it the greatest indie album ever ? Because there are some people out there who would probably say this is the greatest indie album ever. That's what we are here to determine. Is this the best indie project ever put together?
Yeah, it was recorded and produced by Phil Elverum. I don't know if he plays all the instruments. I know he's like the only person writing any of the songs and doing at least 99% of the singing. There's some like backup singing here and there. But yeah, it's kind of just the big statement of his discography with the Microphones.
Right. Well, Noah, here is the culmination of the previous indie album we just did, where we did we said we're going to be testing these two albums against each other with In the Aeroplane Over the Sea and then The Glow Part 2 just now. Noah, big fan of In the Aeroplane Over the Sea. Cole, big fan of The Glow Part 2. So really, it's up to chat and it's up to us to figure out which one is better, and is this the better indie project? Is this the better indie album? That's what we're going to be here to decide, and we'll leave it to the listeners and our viewers to give a satisfactory answer and see what we come up with. So, without further ado,
What are y'all's
what's up?
What are y'all's opinions on this album going into it before this re-listen?
Go ahead, Noah.
I'm a fan of this album. I am. I've listened to it a lot, especially recently. It's very enjoyable. I like The Glow much more than Cole likes Aeroplane. It's a very good album. I think it's good in spurts. I think it has a couple dry spells in the album, but besides that, it's very good.
I, just like in the Airplane, do not listen to these albums very much. I think I've listened to both of these a total of 2 times. What I can remember about this one is I preferred it slightly to Aeroplane, and we're talking fractionally, but I honestly don't remember it well enough to have a true sound opinion. So I'm going into this the exact same way I went into Aeroplane, totally wide open to have my mind changed at any position. I will say in the Airplane, I believe I gave it an 8.5, I think. So we'll see if I go higher or lower, but I'm totally open to having my opinion changed. I do not remember exactly why I liked it more. I just remember favoring it slightly. So without further ado, boys, are we ready? You guys want to get into it? All right, let's go. The Glow Part 2, starting with I Want Wind to Blow.
Oh boy.
This and Airplane are both 10s, but you prefer Airplane. Okay. It's a high praise.
This just makes me smile until it doesn't.
Until it doesn't.
Well, it's really depressing.
Mm-hmm.
The thunderclouds broke up and the rain dried up. The lightning let up, the clacking shutters just shut up. There's no black or white, no change in the light, no night, no golden sun. The sound of cars, the smell of bars, the awful feeling of electric.
I still don't know what that is.
Under fluorescent
Which thing?
lights,
That
Like
thing.
creaking?
Yeah.
I think it's probably just a rocking chair.
I'm truly not sure.
my clothes off me, sweep me off my feet, take me up, don't bring me back.
The Glockenspiel?
Where I can see
There you go. No, it's a Glockenspiel.
by
Hmm.
me. I have no head.
Hi, Nikki, and welcome.
This is where I get Aeroplane comparisons.
There's no hope for
They use instruments like that.
I've been set free.
They're
There's
heavily
no
inspired
reason,
by
there's
it.
no ship on my sea.
I'm but the best.
Genuinely, honestly, that's like the greatest fucking acoustic guitar riff of all time.
It is. It's up there.
I don't know. I've that and the Stairway to Heaven one are like easily. I don't even know what would be in contention.
Pretty infectious melody.
What's up, Milos? Is a sound cicada?
It's so fucking good.
Oh, that's awesome, I see.
I hope Ryan does not remember what comes next.
I don't remember much about this album. You're right, I do not. Oh, yeah, okay. This is the album then. Okay, boy, I am not going to be the I am not going to be the chat's friend on this this album. Just like I really wasn't on Airplane either, but it is what it is. You know what? Actually, let me go first, just because I'll get my ugliness out of the way. Listen, I've said it 100 times. I'm not an indie folk fan. I like folk music. I don't love indie music. I've never liked anything that I've never been in love with anything like these two are that Mr. Phil here does. It's not my style or forte, so I'll never really much any love it. That being said, there's really nothing offending about the song. The static transition or whatever you want to call that is cool, but it just sounds like static to me. So it's cool. It has its place. It fits in a song. I like the acoustic strumming. It's nice. All that's fine. I'll give it a solid 7. But I know these two are going to be like, this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire existence. So go ahead, Cole. Suck it off.
I don't know if I feel that strongly about it. But yeah, I mean, this is an amazing song. An amazing intro track. I absolutely adore the lyrics. I fucking love them. I think they're great. I love the transitions of this song. I love the opening riff. I love the riff that it transitions to even more. The instrumental is just absolutely beautiful. And there's like an eeriness to this song that I love, and throughout the whole album that I love as well. Only thing I would ask is I just wish there were more lyrics, honestly, because I think he's doing such a great job lyrically.
Okay.
I'll give the song a 9.5.
9.5. Noah.
Oh yeah, this is certainly one of the best opening tracks to probably any album from the 2000s. Melodically, it's up there. But this is okay. I won't make that take. I'm not gonna say it's like a top 100. It's close though. This song is amazing. The melodies on it are incredible. Don't know how one guy did all this. It is pretty fucking nuts. Yeah, lyrics are great. It does have a very eerie energy to it that I appreciate. I'm gonna pair up with you. I'm also feeling a 9.5 here.
It's like earth music or something. It's like what you would experience if you were walking through like a cave or like a valley or something. It's cool.
Rad.
It's got it. It's there. It's not bad. And yet it just doesn't tickle my pickle. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
You're trying to find a cave and listen to the glow.
Find
Get a
a
nice
cave and listen
ambient
to the
noise
glow.
to it.
Has the sun touched
Hell
his
yeah.
shoulders yet? I don't think it's
about
touched
to.
mine yet.
Oh, it's about to.
It's
The
about
shirt's
to.
coming
Alright,
off.
here we go. Up next, title track. Okay. There's some noise.
We both did a little bit of air drumming. So,
Wow.
those fills are disgusting.
That's like a fucking 21st century schizoid man feels.
And it's amazing.
I took my shirt off in the yard.
Now we know the Earth is just 7 out of 10. I didn't say that.
Now it's not. My shirt's back on. I forgot my songs. The glow is gone. My gliding body stopped.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Haunting.
It's pretty cool.
Can I take the first go at this?
I could not get through September without a battle. I faced death. I went in with my arms swinging, but I heard my own breath, and I had to face that I'm still living.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm still flesh. I hold on to a
He does not wish he was alive, but he is.
I'm not dead. There's no end. My face is red. My blood flows harshly. My heart beats loudly. My chest still draws breath. I hold it. I'm buoyant. There's no end.
Glad you guys are enjoying it.
This is such a great crew.
Okay, that's going to transition over. There we have title track of the Glow Part 2. We have, guess what? It's called the Glow Part 2. Stunning and out, stunning and brave. All right, Noah, lead us off.
Boy, this is just perfect.
Perfect. Wow. Okay.
On the first verse, the two guitars strumming in different patterns, and one in each ear, magical. The vocals are great. The lyrics are fucking nuts. The amount of tension it builds during the slower section where it's the keyboard, that's the main backing instrument, is fucking insane. The notes he holds and the way that they distort are just heavenly. And the whole jam section it goes into, there's so many guitars and so many cool things. This song is so amazing. I'm feeling a 10.
Wow. Cole, 10 right off the bat. Perfect and a 10. Noah, laying down some fire.
I'm not gonna really disagree with anything you said. I think this is one of the best title tracks of all time. Honestly, I mean, it's not really similar to the last song, but I feel like, I mean, lyrically, it just like is on the same level as the last song, and then just improves upon it lyrically. I mean, yeah, I think it's like one of the most creative songs of the 2000s, and just a resounding success. I'm feeling a 10.
10 as well. Boy, I'm gonna look like a hater then. Yeah, no, this is super unique. This is very beautiful song with an incredible start and intro to this song that absolutely comes in and just blasts you with some noise, and then it gets very ethereal. It gets very spooky and it's cool, and I like the effect it has. I like the lyrics the most here. I think the lyrics are probably the best part of this song. I'll give this a 9. I'll give that a 9 out of 10. Very, very, almost creepy song in a way. Even though it's a happy song, it's almost creepy sounding. He made a happy lyrical song sound creepy. It's very weird, but I like it.
I don't know if it's very happy lyrically.
Not happy.
It sounds happy, but it also sounds creepy. Very
There's
mixed
no
emotions.
end.
What?
I hold on to awful feelings.
I don't know. All right, up next we have The Moon.
I could not get through September without a battle. Happy guy.
Hi, Cosmic. How are you? You have no idea who this is? That's fine. Most people probably haven't.
You're in
gonna
for a
love
trip.
it.
Just a little factoid. Our physical graffiti stream is coming up very soon. Stay tuned.
It's 2001 Cosmic.
I drove up to the city and found a place where you were. We stayed and walked around and stayed up late under city lights. I spent next to
Wow, that drum.
next to you and I just woke up in your parents' house. I in bed with you. I went out to feel
Oh,
Start feeling me. I finally felt like I was breathing free. trying to get
Yes.
me there, and I was happy to let you in. I went back and wished I hadn't. I went back and felt regret.
Classic indie binge.
To the beach and
Just happened to be our sub goals were very similar genres. There we have the moon. I'd actually like to start on this one if you don't mind. So this song is fucking heat. This song is great. Only problems I have with this song is the production, actually. I think the production is terrible. I don't know what the hell he's doing. His voice is completely behind everything. What instrument? The one that's not the drums and not the horns, but the other, I guess the guitar, is completely behind everything. This is a major production flaw. Outside of that, this song is fucking amazing. If it didn't have this production problems, this would be a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's fantastic. It's got an incredible sound to it. It's got a great pacing. It's got, I think, a really cool lyric story that he's telling right here. And just it sets a vibe and atmosphere of like a late night drive through a musky mountain town, which is so cool. And I love everything he's doing, but the production's a huge problem. It just is. 8.5. Just because of that, that's a 10 with better production. Cole.
Well, this is an interesting song because you're right. I mean, the vocals are buried a little bit
stuffed
in the instrumental, which I've never totally understood. I'll say, in his defense, I know it's intentional because there's no way that he would make it not intentional, considering he had it perfectly finely mixed on the rest of the album. So I know it's intentional. I don't know if I 100% agree that, or I 100% believe that it was executed or his intention was rightly placed. I don't know. I go back and forth on it a lot, whether or not it's like, oh yeah, I totally see what he's going for and I think he nailed it, or just like, I wish the vocals were mixed a little higher.
I'll agree with you on that, because if it, I assume it was intentional, doesn't necessarily make it the right choice.
I will say this, I partially agree with the last thing you said. If the I would absolutely love to hear a version of the song where the vocals are mixed higher. And if it works, then I would, without unequivocally, give that a 10 out of 10 song.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, lyrically, I think this is one of the best songs of the 2000s. Especially the last like few lines of the song. I went out and stared it down, but the moon just stared back at me. And it's like I saw my 2 feet on the ground. One of my favorite lyrics of all time. I'm still gonna give this song like, I'm gonna give it a 9.5 to a 10.
Wow.
Which is not something I do very often.
Wow.
But
even admitting the production is a problem, you're still gonna put it that high up.
Yeah.
Even if it's intentional production, that doesn't necessarily make it good.
I know. I would love to hear a version of the song. I'm just saying, like, if it
Crazy.
worked, just as well with the vocals mixed higher, then I wouldn't even consider it the 9.5. But I will still give it 9.5 to a 10.
I don't know. Noah?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the middle ground here.
Okay, so I guess that's a 9.
Yeah, I only have one issue with the song, and yeah, I wish the vocals were louder.
Yeah.
If they're louder, I think the song would probably be a 10. Could have had 2 10s in a row. That'd been rather crazy. But no, instead we just get a 9.5, 10, and a 9. How disappointing.
Truly. No, but like I do think this could have been probably one of the best indie songs I've ever heard. It is perfectly. The melody is mwah. It's beautiful. It's chef's kiss. It's the instrumental is fantastic. I don't know why he chose this vocal, the production choice. I don't get it. Maybe it's intentional, but I don't know. We'll never probably ever know. All right, up next we have fun fact, Elliott Smith's first album Roman Candles was a big inspiration for the production choices. I haven't heard that, but if Roman Candles sounds like this, that's not cool.
Elliott Smith is really cool. Very good.
Prepare yourself, Ryan. It only gets more do it yourself.
More DIY.
There's no other weird vocal mixes though.
I don't remember it being that big of a thing. Interesting. All right, fair enough. Is The Cure considered emo? I don't think anyone.
More gothic.
Gothic. All right, fair enough. All right, Headless Horseman.
Man.
I've heard some Elliot Basil. I don't know.
We need more Elliot.
Not
Maybe
a big fan.
some Figure 8.
Not a big fan.
This album is very acoustic.
The song is so beautiful.
Got hit hard, I'm on the ground. And if you swing again, I'll duck. But I wish you the best of luck.
I can take a song like this. When you have a whole album like this, I don't know. It's just not doing it for me. And call me a hater all you want, but God, I need some instrumental, man. I have an extremely controversial take about Mr. What's his last name? Elbrum.
As far as I'm aware.
Any way you can make the volume a tiny bit louder? Absolutely. I mean, he's just naturally quiet, so
At times.
that's what he likes to do. I don't know.
I really don't know the lyrics on this album. I just on another plane of existence.
Hopefully that's better, guys.
My soft hands replaced by claws. You turn me into a stray dog. From
He sounds so young. I don't know who that is, actually, either. Honor Oberst, you know who that is now?
I have no idea.
Precious thing we lost.
Okay.
My man knows how to write a breakup song like nobody else.
Headless Horseman. A very tearful, well, not tearful, just a very depressing song. Let's have Cole start this one.
Yeah, I mean, even when he writes a ballad, it's kind of strange and bizarre production wise because I mean those are not normal sounding guitars at all. But I mean he fucking kills it for me at least. I think the guitars sound awesome. Um, back to the super eerie kind of
Yeah.
sound that he's going for throughout this album, and lyrically he's just batting 1,000. I mean he's just knocking it out of the park. Um, not quite on the level of the previous three songs, but still a great song nonetheless. I'll give it a 9.
Well, we are back to the acoustics for sure. The only difference between this song and some of the previous acoustic songs is this one didn't have a transition in it. There was nothing that went just shook up your whole system. Lyrically, it's fantastic. I'll agree with Cole entirely on that. It's very pretty. Short, didn't feel too long, and kept it in itself. He didn't try to go too hard. I don't love his vocals. Never been a huge fan of him vocally. He's got a very soft spoken tone to him,
It's so wholesome.
and
His voice is so
it's honestly
sweet.
just like it's I don't know. It bothers me a little bit. I get a little when I hear it. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. It's just a too soft spoken. Maybe that's the problem.
His voice is like a warm hug.
I was gonna say something very similar to that.
I do not feel that at all, to be honest. I really don't feel that at all. That being said, I think the acoustic is fantastic, and I like the lyrics quite a lot. And boy, hard to rank. I'll go a 8. Noah.
His voice is warm and soft, like a cozy little blanket. So I wrap myself up in it. He's got a very, very soft and pretty voice. I appreciate it. I like him a lot. Lyrically, wow, this is a sad song.
It's very sad.
He does a
but it
very well
conveys
job
emotion.
portraying that. Very nice vocal performance. I thought he sounded very pretty. Instrumental's great. Just guitar. I am also feeling a 9.
Wow. Yeah, this album makes me want hot chocolate.
It does.
You guys
Come
are
on,
really into this guy's soft-spoken voice, huh? You really
We
like
just
it.
want to get cozy.
This album is about to get eerie as hell.
Maybe mount-wise, maybe. The shittiness of the guitar really helps convey the emotion. I mean, you can definitely tell he's going for a very. You can definitely tell he's going for a very rustic sound. He wants it to be like straight off of like, what?
No, I hate that term.
You hate
For
the
some
term
reason.
I
rustic?
fucking hate that.
It's true though.
So
That's the
rustic,
proper
man.
term.
Such a fucking lame word.
Well, get used to it because it's the actual term. Yeah, he's definitely going for it, and you can tell he's just trying to like. He feels a particular way, and he wants you to feel that same way in his song. So I give credit where credit is due. All right, up next, My Roots Are Strong and Deep.
I'm getting so weird now.
What the fuck is this that's gonna play?
Hold on, I can't
never
even
mind.
talk while I'm trying to
It's
hear
gonna
this.
come in. Wait for it. Is this like a closely mic'd up piano?
I don't know, but it sounds great, so I don't question
There's so much happening.
it. He's getting overstimulated by the glow part too.
There's a lot of noise. Okay. It's like his vocals are going in a circle, but like a really short circle.
Distortion, I guess.
Wow.
limbs, but I'm sucked by your
Thanks for coming, Basil. Glad we could help. Okay. That was
Sounds
super
like a
weird
boat.
transition. All right. I
Just
already.
all the distortion.
What the hell was the name of that song? That was My Roots Are Strong and Deep. And deep. Noah.
Okay. I said this album is great or amazing in spurts. We're going through a little down patch now.
Here we go.
Whack.
I enjoy
Just a
it.
Whack take.
I think it's pretty. I do enjoy whatever the fuck that is. Piano or keyboard. I think it sounds good. I appreciate it. And I think it definitely makes the song besides, well, the vocals and lyrics. I'd give that a 7.5.
7.5. Boy, songs like this really hurt my brain because, like, sorry about my dog. They really hurt my brain because it's a whole lot of every corner that you hear noise coming in. It's just trying to keep track of it all into your headphones or just trying to keep track of it all in your head is so difficult. And so when you're listening, it's like you can't even really figure out what's happening because every couple seconds there's something new being brought in. Not that that's bad, but it's like wild, and it's hard to even focus on the lyrics when that's happening. I do feel a little overstimulated listening to that song, Cole. That being said, it had some cool distortions. I didn't like the circling effect he did with his vocals, but I did like the instrumental more. I'll give it a 7. I could not take 10 minutes of that, though. Cole.
Well, I'm a pretty big fan of this one. I mean, he just distorted everything and
Yeah.
like layered everything not exactly on top of each other, and somehow he manages to make that sound awesome. It's almost like it's echoing, but it's like a super short echo. I don't know. It's awesome though, and I mean the lyrics are amazing. They're amazing throughout this whole album. I'd love all the effects choices that he makes here. I think he nails it. Fiona, 8.5.
8.5. Wow. Okay. Hope Samurai Sword doesn't wake me up. Okay. Is
Good
that
luck.
is that a very loud song? I don't remember that one.
I guess we'll see.
You totally get it. Overstimulates you too, Nikki Ann. See, I'm not the only one, okay? It's a lot of stuff being hurtled at your eardrums. It just is. And when you're trying to read the lyrics or understand the song, it's kind of hard when things pop up randomly. Too short of a circle. Fair enough. Wow, I actually agree more Cole over Noah here. Damn, Icy coming back to Cole's side. Been a minute.
It's
Been
gonna
a
be that
minute.
way.
All right, up next we have Instrumental, titled Instrumental. Who is this dude in this picture? Look at that guy. Just join himself over there. Yo, that's so disappointing. What the fuck? I don't remember that. That's why I don't remember that. Let me go first. That's such a disappointing song because that should have been like 5 fucking minutes. He should have thrown this out there as an instrumental. Just take it all the way and let the instrumental ride and just take it in different directions. I mean, what this could have been was so cool, and the potential with it. It had started off awesome with this little, back and forth guitar strumming, and then that transition was awesome into a short, really cool sound, and then it dies, and it's just over. And it's like, it's so short. Why? That was like your best instrumental you've done so far. That was great. I loved it. It's too short. Way too short. 9. Cole.
I know that was odd.
That was
peculiar.
This is the weirdest take I've ever heard on this song
9.
in my life.
It's too short. It would have been a 10 if it was like 5 minutes. Absolutely. Got to extend it a bit more.
I'm gonna sound like I don't like this song now, because this is my least favorite song on the album. Because it's the least eventful the song. I don't know if it's the least eventful, but I don't know. I suppose it's the least memorable, but I still like this song. I figured you were gonna like roast it when it was over.
I'm extremely disappointed, but it's still great.
A 9 feels like a lot for that.
Maybe you're right. Okay, you are right.
I'll give it an 8.
I'll drop it down to a 8. Because I mean, it's missing probably a solid at least 2.5 minutes of work. You're gonna give it an 8.
It's crazy that when he writes a song that's like 1 minute 40 seconds and is totally instrumental and has like 2 or 3 instruments, it's still as creative and unique sounding as this. But I mean, I suppose if I had to pick a least favorite song on this album, it would probably be this one. But it's still really good. 8.
I'm very disappointed. Noah.
I really wish he kind of expanded on this idea.
Yeah.
Because boy, is it pretty. That little ascending guitar riff he wrote. Very pretty.
Sick.
The piano, really cool, especially the way it's played. It's almost like it's shimmering. That's how I describe it. There's something
cool.
about how it's played.
That's understandable.
I really enjoy. This is a little 1.5-minute banger here. I'm feeling the 8.5.
It's too short. It's too short, and what could have been, what absolutely could have been, kind of nice, kind of agitating. Okay, this part of it. I feel like Cole would do good in Squid Game for some reason. Okay, what the fuck? All right, fair enough.
I don't know what that means. I've never watched Squid Game.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, wow.
No.
All right.
No
Cole
idea
would
what
not
that
be able.
means.
He would not be good at teaming up with people, because I would never imagine Cole going up and talking to random people.
No. All right, up next we have The Mansion. Cosmic, you're slacking on your notification. 526? Jesus.
What happens in Squid Game? I have no idea.
It's just like a series of games, and if you fuck up, you die.
Oh, that's okay.
That's the short of it, yeah.
I appreciate it, Icy Root. I think if my life was on the line, I'd probably go with somebody.
If your life was on the line, would you go in with your arms swinging?
I might try to time it, but sure.
Okay. This is what I like to call a little pretentious.
There's no glory, there's a slow resounding story.
Wow. I forgot about that.
There's no place to feel certain, there's nobody waiting for me. There's no stand of trees, no morning, there's a curve without a warning. There's There's weird and lasting sadness. There's no large and lengthy warming. There's no heat. There's no expansion. There's no door into the mansion. Lengthy warming, sweet removal, sweet expanse, sweet and substantial. There's no flesh. There's no fingers in my hair. I see a tunnel.
This is a terrifying aesthetic he's creating right now.
The treasure and the shovel.
Which of course you love.
And I see a fountain. There's a trail over the mountain. There's no wayside, there's no stopping, and the peak is wide and rocky. There's no ceiling in the mansion. There's no waste, no hesitation. There's no crack of dawn, no morning, just an everlasting warning.
What a vibe. Like, what an eerie, terrifying vibe.
Okay. I love it.
I mean, holy fuck.
I love that song.
All right, that's horrifying. What a Cole, go ahead. Go ahead. You're squealing.
That's so great. The atmosphere of that song, the mood of it is just like brilliantly eerie with just these amazing faint instrumental behind it.
It's
With
horrifying.
amazing lyrics, great melody. Just I can't get enough of that sound, that atmosphere. 9.5.
9.5. Woo! Noah, you joining up with the hotcakes take?
We're going down a couple notches.
Ooh, okay.
This is definitely one of the weaker songs on the album.
Ooh. Oh boy, Cole's about to get tilted.
It's for half the song, nothing happens. I don't care if it creates a vibe, nothing happens.
Not a vibe creator, huh, Noah?
Well,
Vibe denier.
there's a vibe for the whole album,
Ah,
and I feel like we just didn't really need this song,
all right.
or we could have done a little more. I'm feeling a 7.5.
Wow, that's a terrible fucking opinion. All right, that is as Cole said, the aesthetic, the atmosphere he creates in this, and I will keep saying it as long as I want to. It is so horrifying. It's like you're walking through just a graveyard and somebody's just like talking over a loudspeaker to you, but like it's just personal, all to you, and he's just saying there's nothing. Everything is gone. You are left with literally nothing except death, and that is all he creates in this. He even says the mansion's own ceiling is gone. You have nothing. It's just you're walking through an abandoned building or a graveyard, and it's horrifying, the thought. And he creates this, especially with the sound effects that he uses, the wind in the background and the little tiny little effects he does. It's just crazy, the atmosphere. What a song. That's at least worthy of a 9 minimum. Doesn't have a whole lot else outside of that, and it's not a great vocal performance, but man, does he create an aesthetic.
Wow.
What's up?
Wow. You got your timbers shivered by Phil Elverum.
I did. I absolutely did. That's one of my favorite songs on this so far.
Jesus, that's a bad take.
I think this is one of the weaker songs in my opinion. It's cool though. Aisuru. JT Sushi Laser loves it. Which one of you guys loves garlic?
Garlic's cool.
Cole loves garlic on pizza.
Not a fan.
I'm not a fan either. My hair looks great tonight. Thank you. I appreciate it. I wish I could love this album, but it's not my cup of tea. I understand the appeal though. I mean, it's not my cup of tea either. I don't love the genre, but when you're gonna do cool shit like that, I gotta give it praise. Okay, up next we have parentheses something parentheses.
He loves that noise. The little boom.
He really loves creating this terrifying atmosphere of just emptiness. Cheers to you, Cosmic. This is like... This has a sound or feeling of like... the dead just marching. Like ghouls or like marching to like Mount...
Eerie.
No. Cold. The mountain in Lord of the Rings, and I can't believe I'm forgetting it right now. Doom. Mount Doom. Like just a bunch of souls chained together.
Yeah, I prefer what I said.
Walking up to Mount
I
Doom
liked
to
it better.
die.
Why does this part of the album make me feel comfy?
What the fuck?
Just,
You're
I don't
so
know.
weird,
It's
bro.
such a vibe.
It is.
Makes me happy.
Hey Hugo. Can't say it. Oh, no problem. Welcome in, bro.
Oh, hi,
Thanks for
Hugo.
coming.
Bye,
That's good.
Hugo.
All right. Do we want to include something and something minus one into it together or no?
Alone.
Alone. All right. So that was something. Let's start with Noah, the hater of the vibes section.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Even though I've probably given higher ratings on average than you. Okay. I like the song more than the previous. It's still very minimalist, but at least it has, pretty cool melody going with it. And I like the vibe better here. I think he captures it better. It's still not a ton going on, so I can't rate it super high,
Mm.
but I'll give it an 8.
First of all, chocolate milk sighting, so there we go. And second, this section of this album is fucking awesome. This instrumental section is by far my favorite part of this album because it is just atmosphere after atmosphere he creates. Each one a little different, but each dark and having a very same central theme. And it is just like, whoo! It's so fucking cool. I love it. 9 at least. Cole.
Oh yeah, huge fan. I mean, considering that an album like Ambient 4 by Brian Eno is one of my favorite albums, and kind of going for the same style of vibe here, just like super. I mean, I suppose it's dark, but it's like, I mean, this is borderline ambient music, and as a Cosmic fan of ambient music,
Cosmic.
huge fan of this song. Yeah, 8.5 to a 9.
8.5 to a 9. All right. Cole's a different breed, man. Yeah, I know. His comment about being comfortable in one of the darkest atmospheres this album has produced is it is a different breed, no doubt. This shit hard as fuck. Ricky, big fan. Welcome, Ricky. It's the chilly evening to my warm coat. That is a wild comparison, but I get what you're saying. All right, Brian Eno, big fan. Just wanted to tell Cole if he's having trouble finding a band I told him about yesterday, just search Black Eclipse, since it's the only album with English text. Well, there you go, Cole. Black Eclipse. Get on it. You have homework. All right, something minus one.
Hell yeah, Sushi Lady there. Brian Eno. That's my fucking guy right there.
Boy, this guy in distortion.
Getting overstimulated?
Not yet.
Because I am.
Wow. And now, this feels lost in the wind right now.
He's cooking.
He is not cooking.
It's a light boil.
About 150-degree one.
I mean, it's gonna take a while to get the job done, but there's some slight cooking happening.
Of course,
That
Cole loves that.
reoccurring-
It's that
that
stupid
reoccurring
piano thing
note.
he loves.
So reoccurring that it happens in fucking
Once.
multiple albums.
All right, well, nothing else happens in this, so there it
It's
is.
not 100% clear on what instrument that is. I don't even think
Alright.
that's like a distorted bass. Some people said it was like a foghorn.
Something -1. Let me take the reins
I think it's a
here.
dash.
Compared to the last two instrumentals, this is a massive letdown. I disagree with Noah. There is no cook at all. There is not even a saucepan. We ain't got shit rolling. This is a complete and utter just not vibe whatsoever. There is no atmosphere created here. It's a cool little note he's playing, but outside of that, I feel zero connection to the song at all. And yeah, all the stuff he was doing didn't mean shit to me. I'm gonna give this a 6 at best. Far, far lower. Noah.
I still enjoy it. I don't really understand its place within the album. Very odd. Not much to say about it. Just some noises happening. Can't say I hate it. Can't say I love it. I'll give it a 7.
Okay. Cole's about to be like, greatest noise ever.
This is a pretty rad song.
See, I told you. I told you.
I feel like I totally get this. This feels like totally cohesive to me as a part of this album. I totally get it. It feels right at home. I love it. I just love this mood. I love this atmosphere.
We're just lying.
I can't get enough of this. That's why I listen to this album all the fucking time. Yeah, there's something oddly.
You give this
peaceful
above
about this
a
to me.
9, you're absolutely out of your fucking mind.
I'm gonna throw it an 8.5.
Okay. It's still high, but at least it's not insane. And to answer your question, this is a Celsius energy drink.
I think they picked up on that.
You're drinking an energy drink at 8 p.m.?
Damn straight, and it's not 8 p.m. yet. All right, up
Sorry,
next we have-
7:54.
Yes.
Fucking loser.
I'll not contain you.
Oh, you can contain me, Phil.
I had to drink an energy drink to get through this album because otherwise that just bores me. Like most indie folk do. This guitar is a little overstimulating with the multiple layers happening. Wow. We need layered vocals here.
Yes, yes, we do. We need whatever Phil wants to do.
Oh my god. Great guitar. And they're off slightly.
Sounds great.
Okay, this is not it. That was a terrible melody right there. Everything's off. Everything's off. Even the guitars are off. Don't give it his
That
artist
is a
creativity.
stylistic choice.
Yeah,
Has
I
happened
know. I knew
multiple
you were gonna
times.
say that shit. Don't give it his stylistic choice.
It's happened multiple
bullshit.
times over the album, and only
It
now you're
hasn't
bitching
happened that
about
hard though, or that much.
it. Sure.
No, this
I love
is
how disorienting.
fucking no. Let me go first. I need to get my piece out of the way before I forget it. Okay, stylistic choice or not, it was not good, and it was literally off. Everything was off. It was like he was like, and I know he's not, because he's not he's not new to music or anything, but it's like he was brand new to music and he was just figuring out how to play guitar and strum along with his buddy or something. It was not anything enjoyable whatsoever to hear, and it I don't know. The song as a whole was fairly I don't want to say that word. It was fairly tame and calm, and which is fine, but it doesn't do a whole lot stylistically. It doesn't change a lot. I don't like the layered vocals throughout. I think there are cool moments where he does bring them together and pinches them, and then actually they are layering each other perfectly, and they separate a bit, and they give like they're a half second off or something. It's off. I don't like that it's off throughout the whole thing, and then it really just falls apart at the end. Yeah, not a huge fan of that. I'm gonna give it a 6. Cole.
It is disorienting in the best way possible.
Oh my god.
It almost feels psychedelic, I suppose, but it's just, I don't know. There's something about what he's doing on here that just every decision just makes sense to me. It just works so cohesively with everything that's going on, and I cannot bring myself to dislike it. Yeah, and the melody is great. Lyrics are fantastic. 8.5 to a 9.
Just okay. Noah.
Boy, we're getting back in my wheelhouse here.
Oh Lord.
This is a pretty song.
No, it
Very
is. It's not
enjoyable.
though. It's not even. It's not
It
even
is
pretty.
though.
It's
It
not.
is though.
It's
Fuck
not
you.
though.
It is though. It is though. Fuck you. Yeah, this song's awesome. Big fan of the vocals and how he does it here. Very enjoyable. I'm feeling an 8.
Holy fuck, you guys are clueless on this one. Those vocals and that guitar being that layered and off is just sounds bad. It's not some stylistic masterpiece. I mean,
Great.
not.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't good. It was amazing. Great comment. Thank you.
Holy fucking Christ. Music nerd album of the year. All right, up next, the Gleam
Was
Part
this album of the
2.
year? Is it?
Good year. Probably.
The wheelhouse. We were in it.
Top 10 on Rate Your Music a while ago. Somebody's got to straight the record straight, Cosby.
Can't believe you decided to use that instrument. I forget what it's called.
That sounds really cool.
Lotto.
I know you've seen the billowy black. You have been blinded by the gleam, and then your sight came back.
What a weird ass song this is.
Decent smoke into the sky, and you breathed it back.
Cosmic. That's funny. All right, that was the Gleam part 2. He does like nature. That is good, Cosmic. You're right. Let's start with Noah.
I was trying to find what instrument it was, and I failed. Oh yeah, this song's a banger. A bit of a heater here. Big fan of that just constant beat going on. Nice little distortion to it. Great lyrics. Great vocals. Bit of a banger. What can I say? 8.5.
I will collaborate, actually. That was a very cool instrumental that was popping off right there. Specifically, the repeating, I guess, drum. I don't know. It was a very thick sounding drum, if it was. And what sounded like one of those like things where they go doo-doo-doo into like a bowl-shaped drum.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I couldn't figure out the name of it.
I think it's Jamaican, but I'm not sure. Anyway, steel drum. I think that's what he was using, but I'm sure it has another name. That was really cool too. Only thing I didn't love was again the vocals. Never been the hugest fan. Still giving this an 8. Cole.
I'm gonna reiterate most of what y'all said, except for Ryan's comment about the vocals. But Bill's a great singer. I love the plotting instrumental. I don't really know what instrument he's using that's just like hitting over and over and over again.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it totally works. Feeling a 9 on the game.
Such a fan of this album, Cole. Look at you.
I listen to this all day.
Oh my lord. Alright, the map, or just map actually. Back.
Look at that foghorn go.
It's like he knew who I was. It was like, all right, let me just write down for this kid real quick. It's like, what things does he like? Okay, I'll just.
Did he even exist when this album came out, or were you real young?
I was about 1.5 years old.
That's a noise. My god.
Banger alert!
I didn't know you could make an air horn that distorted.
I don't know what that is.
Certified hood classic looking. You popping us in the whip. She sounds so much better than him.
What a transition.
That was pretty smooth.
I just love how weird this album is. I just feel warm.
Glad somebody does. Indie folk, by the way.
I thought it was a little bit like almost post-rock-esque.
These transitions have been fire. Wow. Okay, that was Map.
That was Map.
Jeez, man.
I'm gonna keep my review to just one sentence.
All right. Yeah, I'll start then. Wow. This probably has the best transitions on the entire album. The biggest problem I have with this song in particular is that there are moments in this that just completely lose me. And we just take the sound to the weirdest level, and the music goes crazy, or not crazy, but there's just extortion and distortion, and the noises are peaking, and god damn, it's squeaky, but it's not clean at some points. But then the transitions and that fire ass instrumental come back in and save it. Lots of up and down, really cool song, very unique song, one of the most unique on this album. I'm gonna give it a 9. All right, Cole.
Who the hell writes a song like this and pulls it off? 9.5.
Yeah, I can see Jeff Mangum doing it.
It's just nothing on the airplane that sounds like that.
He could do it. He could manage.
I mean, maybe. He's never tried, but maybe.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I agree, Dakota. Her vocals on this song are better. All right, Noah.
Yeah, bit of a hood classic here. Would bump this in the car.
Yeah, you're bumping this in a whip, I'm sure.
I do.
I know you
Yeah,
do.
I'm sure you
You
do.
bump fucking Godspeed in the whip.
I don't know if there's a better
That'd be
driving
awesome.
band.
For like long drives, I agree. Yeah. Hood classic. Great instrumental. One of the best instrumentals we've had in a good few songs. Vocals are good. I like at some points the song almost becomes like pure sound.
It does.
And I find it to be enjoyable. Yeah, this go around. I'm not feeling a 9, but I'll go 8.5.
8.5, fair enough. Yeah, Dakota, I completely agree. Her vocals are definitely better. It's mostly instrumental, but it does. His vocals are definitely losing me a lot. How many more songs are left on this? 8. 8 more. It's a long album. It's about 1 hour and 6 minutes. So up next,
But a
we
lot of
have.
the songs are under 3 minutes.
There we go. True. You'll Be in the Air.
In some hours you'll be over the sea, lost in the other passengers on the plane. But if you just moved your arms, then you could tell that you are in the air. You'd feel the yawning gulf grow wider. You'd feel the dwindling fuel for your lungs, and your breaths would slow. You'd be in the air.
absolute classic of a melody.
Yeah.
And the clouds of ash would fill your skies, and you'd smoothly glide. The cold river basin where we spent the night.
Okay. What genre is this album? I have no idea. I guess it's indie folk.
It's a noise rock experimental music.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That's disgusting. No, I don't want it. What the fuck
I do.
are these lyrics?
Psychedelic folk is a good genre descriptor for it.
I'll look pinkly out your window in the fall, and loud and clearly I'll pick out your resounding roar. You'll be in the air, you'll bear fruit, your bare feet, your bare arms in the heat. You'll be able to feel your mind.
Okay. That was You'll Be in the Air.
We will.
Go ahead, Noah.
I'm already
Floating for this one. Boy, what a banger. Beautiful guitar. Probably one of some of the best writing guitar-wise on the album, in my opinion. Great melody. Love the drum hits on, on certain phrases. Feels very good. Great vocal performance. He got really into it, and I was fucking with it. The vocals lyrics, awesome. This is a 9.
Cole.
Just gonna Control C, Control V.
Okay then. No. I disagree with almost everything you said except the drumming part. I agree with that. Is the cool part of the song where you're like dong 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 dong. That was cool. That was absolutely sick. Everything else about this except one slight parts on the verses where he some of the verse lines where he is singing fairly well. Everything else I dislike. I think his vocals sound like shit on most of this song. I think the instrumental is pretty ass for most of this song, except those drums. I cannot stand the production choices he made. I hate the sound of the atmosphere he's in. I don't like the lyrics. I think most of this is garbage, except for a couple points here and there. And I will stand by that. I'll give it a 5 because there are some very cool moments like the drums and like when he comes in with the vocals on those lines with the drums. Everything else I disagree entirely with and I do not enjoy.
Ooh, that was one of your worst takes in a minute. Ooh.
Sorry, it's just sounds like drone staticky bullshit that I just can't stand.
Well, this was like one of the least droney, staticky songs on the album.
It's the only thing that saves that from being like a 2 is the fact that the drums kick in and when the drums kick in, the verse sounds a lot better.
This album.
Sorry, it was factual. All right,
you're wrong.
Up next, I Want to Be Cold. Wow.
Very happy song. Love that.
Those drums are good. Once again, the vocal production is terrible.
It's fine.
No, it is bad. You don't have the lyrics, you can't even understand what he's saying. Cool instrumental though.
Me too.
I wanna be buried in snow.
Way better.
Your flames don't grow. I just want to be cold. I don't want you to know.
Okay. As I want to be cold. You know what? Let me go first real quick. Cause I have an interesting little take here. First of all, hate the vocals on this at the start of the majority of the song. Production wise, he once again flatlines the vocals and lets the instrumental just completely bash you in the fucking skull, which is cool because the instrumental is fucking heat. It's really short. The song is really short, but the instrumental is fantastic. The vocals are a fucking travesty because they're behind the production by 1.5 miles. We already had this in another song. But last 20 seconds, really cool transition. Instrumental calms down into a really soft, or not really soft, but really nice, soothing melody. Very cool transition. Love the vocals at the end. I will give this a 7.5 for an arrangement of cool ideas just not put together. Yes, Noah, go ahead.
Bill, buddy, if you want to be cold,
No.
then you need to stop making so much fire. This is a banger. Oh, this pure noise at the start, so much distortion. It's fucking awesome. And then we start singing. The vocal melodies he chooses are so good. The lyrics are amazing. This song is such a bopper. Feeling a 9.
Okay. Go ahead, Cole.
I mean, I can agree that the vocals are buried a little bit too much in the mix. I can see that. But the rest of it is just so fucking awesome. I mean, yeah, the melodies across this whole album are spectacular, in my opinion. And yeah, it's just noise rock to open up the song, and then
Why did we?
amazing
Sorry,
transition.
keep going. Sorry. Go ahead.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, and then transitions into a super unique ending to the song that just sounds fantastic. I'll also give it a 9.
Holy Lord. Why do we call this indie folk? It's not. It's just not. And if you are saying it is, you're fucking lying to yourself.
Most of it is.
I disagree. I don't even
It's
think
got
half
a
of it
lot-
is.
It's got a lot of genres, Ryan. I was just giving the main one.
I would call this alternative rock because there's a whole lot of genres.
I mean, that song, sure. I mean, the second half was more indie folk, but the first part was noise rock.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of this album has been that. All right, sorry.
Psychedelic folk.
This is also better than Led Zeppelin 2, I suppose.
It is.
Diamond,
This
you are.
album is better than Led Zeppelin.
That
2.
is a crackhead opinion. Absolutely
opinion.
insane. This is not
What?
indie folk. Maybe some songs on are indie folk, but not the majority of it. Over to Static,
Album
can't hear them to be
definitely
honest.
something good.
There are some indie folk songs on here, but not the majority. Yeah, you don't need to hear them, you just need to feel them. You can't feel lyrics you can't hear. That doesn't even make sense. How do you, what? That's like you could just say, well, he could just be humming, or you just like that's
Feel
the
it.
same thing. He doesn't need to say anything then.
It'll
It
feel
doesn't make sense. All right, up next we have I Am Bored.
The piano on this one's so cool.
You tore a hole so deep, my leak poured out torrentially. But now I'm bored. My bloody flow is slowed so I can be bored near you.
I don't know what the hell that means, but it was cool.
My bloody flow is slowed so I can be
It
bored.
didn't show its head till
What?
mine was torn and thrown at you.
I don't know what that means, but I like
And
it.
back it grew, with glassy eyes locked in contact on the couch with you. A boring face. We're losing touch. I reached in my extended hand
Simon, you think everyone is pathetic. Alright, this is a little retarded.
Now we both know what we have to do.
Okay.
Oh, no more foghorn.
Apparently not. That was I am bored. Somebody besides me take it so it's not negative.
Banger, 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 banger. Oh man, the instrumental on this song is so cool. The way they mic'd the piano on this one is just so unique, and I love it. Lyrics are good, great vocal melody. Just a bit of a groover. Got a good little drum beat to it. Big fan of the little noise rock section. Wow, I'm feeling another 1.5 minutes 9.
Cole, go.
Yeah, I agree with pretty much everything Noah said. Melodically, it's just he's just batting 1,000 across this whole album. Lyrically, it's great, super unique, super creative, and sounds great doing it. Y'all throw it a 9.
Okay. There are melodies on here that are very good and I do enjoy. Like especially when he sings the title of the song, but I'm bored. I like that. There are elements of the instrumental here that I really do enjoy. But then we get into shit like the end where it's just like it's just noise and it's just I hate that. I don't like that. I never have liked that. And there are also elements of this that I don't like, where it's like completely off tune with the song, and he brings it off tune, and then he brings it back in tune, or he brings it off slightly with the melody.
You know what off tune means.
Well, he's playing it not in with the rest of the instrumental, and then he brings it back with him with the rest of the instrumental. And I don't care what you call it. He's playing something not with the instrumental, and then he brings it back with the instrumental. That doesn't sound good, and I hate when he keeps doing that, because it's not the first time he's done it. It's not the first time I've complained about it, and every time he does it I get annoyed. And being that it's such a short song, even though there are cool parts, it ultimately it doesn't sound good when that happens, so I'm gonna give it like a 7.
So you don't like it when people play something different that differentiates from the instrumental track, the rest of it?
I guess that's a really long-winded way of saying what I said. Yeah, sure.
This guy must hate guitar solos.
No, guitar solos aren't part of the same. They're in the same instrumental though. This is nothing to do. He's playing the same thing, just off of the side of the instrumental. It doesn't.
Yeah,
it's
a solo.
No, it's not even a solo because it's not by itself.
Oh my
Solos
god!
are typically by themselves.
It's true.
It's annoying. It's honestly irritating to hear.
Basically, I'm just saying I rapped what you said a little weird, so you'd realize what you said was stupid.
No, it wasn't. And I have people in chat backing me up, so I don't care.
Oh,
I don't care.
I know you don't care. All right, we have up next, I Felt My Size. That is a weird title.
Me too, Phil. I felt his.
Definitely better than Ramble On.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the songs are definitely better than Ramble On. You're just gonna be a boomer. I don't know why you're here.
Coldness of the cave, the billowy flames lit up my face, and thinning smoke hung in the branches, waiting for wind. My front was warm, the cold backs of my arms never felt the dawn, and the night was long.
What in the clown fuck is this?
Who does this?
Yeah, who does bring in a random circus music for about 5
Nobody does
seconds?
this, and it's awesome.
That was some Tom Waits shit right there. It was great.
I looked down and felt motion under me. When I looked out across the freeway at the people flying by, I turned my head, I closed my eyes, I felt my size. I recalled my fire and my lack of dawn, my one-sided warmth. I just wanted more, but I'm small. I'm not affected at all. I'm small. We're all.
Okay, I'm not hearing fucking random sounds again for 20 seconds. I felt my size. I'll go first. I feel like I'm starting to repeat myself now, but I guess this is a little bit different. Let's see. Again, elements that I enjoy. I liked, for the most part, the instrumental. I did not like the circus music that popped up for 5 seconds and then went away. I failed to see the point of that. Maybe I'm just not cultured enough, though. Lyrically, I'm struggling to follow him, but I'm really trying. It's starting to lose me lyrically, and I guess I just don't quite. I mean, I get what he's saying. Like, I can understand the lyrics, but I don't really. I sort of understand he feels small compared to the earth, I guess, is what he's going for here, which is kind of been a very common theme in this album, is earth, and noise is earth. So I guess for that, I get it. It just keeps bringing in things that I don't like. There are elements to each of these songs I enjoy, and then there are elements that I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm gonna go with 7 again. Noah.
Banger alert once more. This is a great song. I really enjoyed the fucking weirdness that happens on this. I've never heard somebody do that. And the way he just pulls instruments in and out is just so odd, but it feels right. It's very good. There's something about the song that makes me happy. Big enjoyer of this one. 8.5.
Cole.
No, you turn back into my buddy because we're just agreeing about everything right now,
How
including
nice.
our ratings. Yeah, just another absolute hood classic on the Glow Part 2. Such an absolute Glow Part 2 song. Love how weird it is, and just love how bizarre it is. It's fucking great. 8.5.
Okay, if we say so, or if you two say so. Up next, Instrumental 2. Wait, I do not remember this album as well as I thought I did. No one else on my side. I got Cosmic on my side. Man, noise rock fans are the most pretentious motherfuckers I ever met in my life.
Not noise rock.
Okay. Post rock, alt rock, insert rock name
I
here.
wouldn't even call this rock.
Whatever the hell that was a second ago. I hate that so much. Nice humming, Phil. Instrumental 2. Cole, go ahead.
Another super weird banger. That this one doesn't even have lyrics on it, and he still manages to make it a banger. Yeah, we're back to the eerie vibes, except now we got a heavy ass guitar in there. Yeah, just the writing is just so good. 8.5.
I must not get it. I don't know. I don't understand this genre. It doesn't make sense to me. Whatever the hell this genre is, of a mixture of genres or whatever you want to call it, it has never and will continue to not appeal to me. This just blasting of noise in your ear while distorted as hell and in a slight melody just makes people like Cole and Noah cream to themselves, and I'm just like, why? What the fuck is so great about this? I don't get it. I don't know. 6 at best. Noah.
So you heard everything Cole said, right?
Yeah, I heard everything Cole said.
Control C,
Oh,
Control
for the
V.
love of God, could you two stop slobbing off each other?
This is not going how I anticipated.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. How do we get Ryan to listen to Merzbow? Who? What? Sushi.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is, bro. I'm sorry. Merzbow. Crazy 3-track run remaining. I feel bad because like I know there's a lot of people who are big fans of this album, I'm sure. But like, damn, bro. If it does not appeal to you, this is just like not fun to listen to. Understandable, still I stand by my point. I mean, look, it's a song, Dakota. Just the problem with it is there's noise mixed in that has really very little to do with the song, but it fits the melody just enough.
It fits the vibe.
Oh my God!
It fits the atmosphere.
I felt your shape. Pause. Putting this bottom part. I don't think we can say that on YouTube.
Uploading this VOD to the hub is what he said. Go for it.
I felt was falsely strong. I held on tight and closed my eyes.
We're gonna make Ryan listen
It
to
was
Tim
dumb,
Hacker.
I had no
don't know how
sense
that
of
would
your
go over.
size.
Make him listen to what?
It
Tim
was
Hacker.
dumb to hold
I haven't
you
even done that. I don't know if I want to.
Tim Hacker's rad.
last night
Love Tim Hacker.
on your birthday in the kitchen.
That acoustic is really acousticing.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
I felt your shape and heard you breathing. I felt the rise and fall of your chest. I felt your fall, your winter snows, your gusty
Does it have to be so close to the mic?
lava flow.
Yeah.
I
I
felt
think it
it
sounds
all.
that close to the mic.
No, the guitar. I hear
I don't think
every
anything
single
sounds all that
stretch. I
close.
hear every single pull, every single twitch.
Well,
Can feel most
it's
of
to be
you.
expected.
Sounds so nice and intimate.
I hung around your neck in
Oh gosh, Ryan listening to Shoo Shoo.
loss was over.
Oh, wow.
By this new depth
And what was that album
Right.
called? Basket Fruit or something?
Oh,
Yeah.
basket
The
fruit.
nights are cold,
Yeah.
and I remember warmth. I could have sworn I wasn't alone.
Okay, that was I Felt Your Shape. Why are you
It's just
laughing?
okay. It is so deflated.
It's because I was liking this album. Noah, start.
I'm still loving it.
I don't know why people cringe to the extra noises a guitar makes.
I can tell you right here, right now.
I don't know if it's because I play it that it doesn't bother me. I don't think it's that. It's just part of playing guitar. There's gonna be extra noise, especially an acoustic.
But I don't need
guitar.
to hear it like right here on the mic.
Well, cope, 'cause it's good playing.
I thought it sounded like close to the mic.
It sounded closer to any song so far.
Instrumental melody, very pretty. Vocals and lyrics, very good. It's another little banger we got here. I'm feeling another 9.
Cole.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much agree with everything Noah said. Some really cool and creative guitar playing going on. I think my favorite part is the lyrics on this song, honestly.
Took my only good point I had.
Yeah. Awesome song. 8.5 to a 9.
Well, I will control C one thing Cole said. The lyrics were good. I liked the lyrics on this. I've actually liked the lyrics on this full album. I know some people might not believe me, but I have for the most part. There has not been a single song I have said lyrically has been bad. I can't get behind this acoustic and the way he sings. It just bothers me. I don't know what to say. Like, there's no technical bad thing happening. Like, people who play guitar are all like, oh my god, it's so good, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's great, but it doesn't appeal to everyone, because if it appealed to everyone, guess what? He'd be far bigger than he is. Sorry to tell you this. It's
That's a
true.
lame opinion.
I'm sorry to tell you it, but it's true. You want to facts?
I didn't know
These are
popularity
facts.
equals
I
good.
I didn't say it
Twice.
equals good. Did I say it equals
I
good?
mean, I don't know what
Still
the
a
point.
shitty opinion.
I don't know what the
Did
point
I
of
say
saying
it?
that
I'm
is.
telling you, it's not going to appeal to everyone, and I'm one
I'm
of the
telling
ones it
you,
doesn't
every
appeal to.
song on planet Earth isn't going to appeal to everyone. I don't know
Sure,
what the point of that
but what
statement
I'm
is.
saying is this is not music I enjoy listening to. It's just it's an acoustic that like. I'm
It
like,
took a
oh
long
my
time to say
God.
that.
If I had to give this one a rating, 7.5. 7.5. 10. Control C, Control V. Calm down there, Ricky. All right, just calm down, buddy. I don't know. Reminds me a human is playing the instrument. Okay, but you can play acoustic guitar without having it right here against the mic, pressing it so you hear every single solitary finger's nail
I mean,
scratch.
I hate ASMR. Just as
That's
much
what that
as
sounds like
anybody alive.
to
But
me.
I've never gotten ASMR vibes with this.
I'll be real, it took me a long time to fully get down with this album when I first stumbled into it, like every year. I mean, look, this is the third time I think I've heard this one, and it's been the first time in probably over a year I've heard it, and I've never been far down with this album. I do think it has some good things. Anyway, we'll get to it at the end. All right, up next we have Samurai Sword.
I wonder if we woke that guy up.
Oh god,
Yeah.
I hope not. What the hell?
This is the most rock.
Can you hear me over there?
You're a parenthesis for a kill. Massive pause, puts down the snow. I've got legs here, touching bark, silently. I lower down, icy stare. You smell the air. I've got the samurai sword. Empire Brazil.
Samurai
Is
So the
this,
best
is this
lyrics
a
on the
minute and a half
album.
of ASMR here?
Phil. ASMR? What?
Okay. So I'll take that. Okay. Samurai sword.
Okay then.
What? Is there actually more music on this? Okay.
It's
Fine.
just like yeah, it's just that.
It's
That's
the
it? That's what
foghorn.
you had to
It's
have,
my-
the
it's
stupid ass
my-
foghorn? Really?
Love beautiful.
Oh my
ambient
God.
There's music
that he
right there.
throws in there. Fucking
Cole,
love it.
go ahead.
Boy, this is loud.
Ain't it?
Just blaring and awesome. With some really weird lyrics about him trying to fight a bear with his samurai sword. And spoiler alerts, he loses. And yeah, it doesn't turn out super great for him. But you know, we're still feeling Samurai Phil because that was just so fucking awesome. Great lyrics. I mean, again, I suppose he could have mixed the vocals better. You know, he's making that choice on when he's doing noise rock, and I don't really know why, but whatever. I will go Samurai Sword and 9.
No.
Also love the ambient outro. Beautiful.
Yeah, this song's really cool. I like the contrast between the instrumental and the vocals. He's just so chill. And the rest of the song is just blaring. Big fan of the instrumental. It's going hard. Hardest it's gone on the entire album. Showing out. Good lyrics. I like the story. I love me some Samurai Phil. I'm feeling 8.5.
8.5. Well, that's a song that happened. It blasts you in the face. It really punches you. He's got another interesting production choice with the vocals being 7 miles away from the instrumental. The lyrics are cool. I like the lyrics. Bear fight with a samurai sword is a unique strategy. I don't think I'd suggest it, but you know, that's a cool idea. Yeah, that's a unique little song there. It has it's got a lot of stuff happening and it's very songy. I don't like it. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. Not a fan.
I don't like it. I'm gonna give it a
Positive
positive rating. Yeah. Go harder on it if you want to.
Well, I could sit here and trash every part of the noise rock, every single thing, but I've already done that about 7 times this album, so I didn't really feel the need to do that. But sure, yeah, the noise rock is irritating as fuck. I hate it.
Well,
I can't stand it. It's
Give it a lower rating if you said you hate it.
well, I said I don't like it. I mean, okay, I like the one thing I do like about it. I'll be honest. I said I like the lyrics. I do partially like the instrumental, the non in your screaming face noise rock part of it. That's cool. I guess I'll give it a 6. That's really only as low as I feel like going though, because there is some elements to it that I don't hate. Why there's a 1.5-minute outro, I really don't know.
Oh boy.
Don't get that.
Foreshadowing.
Oh boy.
I don't understand that at all.
Oh boy.
Okay, I think these are the cutest lyrics on the album. Of samurai fighting a grizzly bear with a samurai sword are the cutest lyrics on the album. Okay. You love the whisper lead in. That's a thing. What album's next? We'll get to that in a minute. Rating a song before it's over, low key kind of crazy. It's not. There's nothing else there. Is there something else we're missing in this song?
Just the ambient.
The foghorn, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Comes
am
in
good.
occasionally.
It's the shoegaze, but your sound system sucks in the best way. Oh, it's like shoegaze, but your sound system sucks in the best way. Foreshadowing is a literary device. I wonder what the blue elephant's name is. I don't know what the elephant's name is. No idea. All right, last song, I believe, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have My Warm Blood. Oh, it's 9.5 minutes.
wonder what this entails.
Come on. Bring me back, Mr. Phil. Bring me back. That was a cool little intro.
It's dark.
These aren't the lyrics.
The sun went down. The power's still out.
There they are.
Oh, it's cold. My blood barely flows. Oh, I'm alone, except for the sound of insects flying around. They know my red blood is warm still.
The rest of the song is ambient music.
You're not serious.
Bring it back in. Bring
I
out all
will-
wind blowing it back. Let it bring it back.
I'll say there are okay. I don't know if you're gonna
Are you serious?
listen.
There's almost
Listen really closely.
You don't gotta listen that close.
Oh, the fucking foghorn.
No.
Another foghorn.
just explain it to him.
I'm trying to hold on. Am I missing
Every time I
something
hear it,
here?
it's so funny.
What? It's a foghorn.
Yeah.
What am I missing?
Nothing right now. Just give it a second.
It's a cool sounding foghorn.
Oh, here it is.
That little thing. What?
Just wait a second. I don't actually know when it does this.
Me either. I thought you called it a little early.
Well, it did it once, but he was talking over it. It did it right there.
Yep.
What?
I cannot hear it.
That little tiny
periodically
little sound
throughout this song, he plays little clips of other songs on this album incredibly quietly. But yeah, this is the rest of the song.
Wow, that's cool.
Oh. Are we really cutting My Warm Blood?
We
the
are.
final track?
We absolutely are.
That's so lame.
That's so not lame. I don't need to hear a fucking ambient foghorn for 5 minutes.
You can get through Revolution 9, but you have a problem with this? Jesus.
We put up a poll on Revolution 9. That was different. Go ahead. I don't care who.
I guess I'll go first, even though we didn't get to hear the whole fucking song. Fucking lame. First, 2 minutes of the song, really, really good. When it was the new material. we get to the ambient part. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. And I like that he put the little snippets in there. I thought that was really creative. I've never really heard somebody do that before. And of course, the foghorn is hornin'. I get comedic value from that, so I appreciate it. I find something very funny about it because it's in so many of his songs and albums. This is an 8.
Cole.
Yeah, I agree with what Noah said, except I love it even more than Noah does. I don't know, there's just something about that ambient drone that ends the song and is periodically spread out throughout the album that I just love. It's just so eerie, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, 8.5 to a 9. Great ending to this album.
8.5 to a 9. Well, I asked Mr. Phil to bring it back for me, and he did not. That's disappointing.
Never went away.
I've basically said I've the same thing I've said the last like 6 songs or so. I see no reasoning to enjoy this. It does not appeal to me whatsoever, and I don't really get why you have 6 minutes of ambient foghorn with a 2% volume of your previous songs throughout the album playing for 2 seconds. Wow, what a cool little trick or little thing you put in there. Congrats, I'm happy for you. That's super cool for other fans. Great. It's a really weird lyrical song. I don't get really the purpose of it. He seems to...
He dies.
Yeah, I understand he dies. I understand that.
Bear attack.
I get that. The bear attack killed him. It makes sense. But like,
He's just bleeding out.
I mean, this whole album has been an Earth-themed album where he just goes into the woods and just hangs out in a cave or a valley I guess at the end of the album, for some reason he stumbles upon a grizzly bear and he has a samurai sword and he dies trying to fight a grizzly bear with a samurai sword, and he's bleeding out while the flies are next to his body, drinking his blood, I guess. Wow, what a story that is. Interesting. I'll give it a 6.5. I'm sorry. I really, I guess I don't know. No, I'm not sorry because that shit didn't piss me off. All right, final rankings time. We made it through the album, The Glow Part 2. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Final rankings time. For those who've never been here before, we take our top 3 of the album, we put it in order, and we give the album a 1 to 10 ranking and talk about it a little bit. So let's start with the 2 people who enjoyed this by far the most. Let's start with Noah.
Boy, what an album. Okay, at number 3, I'll go The Moon. At 2, I'll go I Want Wind to Blow. And 1, I'll go The Glow Part 2. So the first 3 songs. Boy, this is a heck of an album. Very enjoyable to listen to all the way through. It's definitely one of the more enjoyable ones front to back that I can think of. It's consistently great throughout for the most part. There's a couple songs that falls off, but not to some dramatic level. This album took me like 2 years to get into, but I'm really happy that it finally broke in on me. I'm feeling a 9 to a 9.5 here.
9 to a 9.5. All right. I guess I'll go next. My top 3. I'll put The Moon at 3, The Glow Part 2 at 2, and Map at 1. Actually, Mansion at 3, The Glow Part 2 at 2, and Map at number 1. The first half of the album was very most of it was very good. I enjoyed quite a lot of the different sounds he was using. I enjoyed quite a lot of the melodies, and I, for the most part, enjoyed his lyrics and his vocals. I was into it, and I was feeling it, and I thought a lot of it was really good. Production choices were a bit weaker on the first half. I didn't love his vocal decisions to make it all behind the instrumentals quite often. That really annoyed me. But most of the time in the first half of this album, I was fully on board and engaged, and people who've been through this stream with us the entire time know that I was with it. I was enjoying it. The second half took a turn. The instrumentals were the best part of this album, in my opinion. The best stretch of this album, except instrumental 2. That one was not. The best stretch of the album was the three instrumentals in a row. I love that part. Second half of the album completely lost me. It went full post noise alt rock type of genres. It got into all weird types of shit. And if you're an enjoyer of weird noise rock, post rock, alt rock, all the different insert genres of rock here, I'm sure you'll love this shit. If you're someone who doesn't enjoy it, like I don't, you're not really going to be fond of the second half of this album, in my opinion. That being said, I will rank this as fair as I can. If this was divided into 2, I give the second half like a 4 and the first half like an 8. So I'll meet in the middle and give it a 7.5.
So you think Aeroplane's better?
I do believe so at this point. Yeah, I would say Airplane is currently better. It's for its length, it exceeds this. I would say this has higher peaks than Airplane.
Okay, I'll take what I can get.
Did you give a song on Airplane a 10?
I did, but it doesn't have as many good songs. All right, Cole. Okay. Finish off Your Baby the Glow Part 2.
Well, nothing about that has changed after this listen to. Bill, absolutely my baby boy right here. Bill is my guy, and he just absolutely is firing on all cylinders here.
I am glad
think this is one of the most unique, successfully creative, successfully ambitious albums of the 2000s, really of all time, frankly. I mean, I cannot think of another album that sounds anything like this outside of other albums that he's made. But this one is like the most consistent and the one with the highest peaks. I just there's nothing about it that I don't love outside of like the vocal mixing on like 2 or 3 songs is a bit odd. But yeah, the melodies are perfect. The instrumentals are super unique and creative. And I mean, if there's one thing I want from music that I rate highly, it's just like, give me something I can't get anywhere else. I don't know where else I would get this. And I am just obsessed with it. I listen to this all the time. I keep coming back to it constantly. It's probably my top.
Yeah,
songs.
You should probably do that.
I Want Wind to Blow at 3, The Moon at 2, and the title track at 1. Also, the first 3 songs of the album, because it's one of the greatest start steady album I've ever heard. Yeah, I mean, this is probably one of my 10 favorite albums of all time, and I'm definitely feeling a 10 on it.
10 out of 10 for Cole. Well, there you guys have it. We have these 2 have very similar ratings for the Glow Part 2, and I do not. But that's how it is on our channel. Oftentimes we disagree, and that's why it's a unique little channel for us to have our disagreements on. But hope you guys did enjoy. For those who are watching on YouTube, when it's uploaded, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it all the way through, we really appreciate it. If you want to watch with us live when we do this, there's a lot of stuff that gets edited out of these videos. When we talk to chat, we have some fun. So click click subscribe and hit the bell down below. Also follow us on Twitter. We post when we go live. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for 650 subscribers. 700 subscriber video, when we hit it, will be up shortly. Also, our next video will be next stream will be very soon. So if you want to come by, stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in the next video. All right, chat, what is up? Thank you guys for watching. The album is a 10, but there's still some weak points for me. Aeroplane is still a top 10 album. Aeroplane's still better. It's a top 10 album. Gotta listen to the Mount Eerie album next. It's a direct sequel, pretty sure. Well, we did actually review Mount Eerie's album.
We're talking about Mount Eerie by the microphones.
Oh, I didn't know that was different. Fair enough. I really hope you guys react to California about Mr. Bungle, because it'll be a first for all of you, and I think it's constantly changing and genre bending. One of my favorites, also way weirder than this. Also. All right.
Erie has a lot of albums. There's not just one album.
Cole would like Mr. Bungle. I don't know if you guys are into divorced dad rock, but give the Doors, Alice in Chains of Silver Chain a listen.
I have definitely heard the Doors and Alice in Chains.
Yeah, I think is it Silverchair? They said.
Yeah, I don't know what Silverchair is.
I've heard of them.
Speaking facts. Thank you, Dakota.
Doors are solid. Alice in Chains is solid.
Question for you before you all leave.
Solid records.
Have you ever given any thought to doing the Ren album Sick Boy? I
don't know what that is.
Don't know who Ren. No. We have not given any thought. But maybe if you want to send us an album request, absolutely, we'll put it in there. Thank you for the fun time not ripping her out. I tried my best. The doors are S tier. Damn. That's a
high B tier.
High B tier. Well, chat, thank you guys for coming out. It's a long album. It's not the most popular of albums, but we appreciate those who came out. We really hopefully we will be back tomorrow with I think we have a paid album request to do, and then we have Physical Graffiti coming up after that. So we'll be back to the Zeppelin, finishing out the Zeppelin discography shortly, and we really appreciate it. If you guys did enjoy, though, hit subscribe down below, hit the bell. We'll be back soon with more streams, and thank you guys for watching, and follow us on Twitter. Have a good one.